Tteokbokki is one of Korea's most iconic street foods. It's cheap, it's spicy, it's messy, and you can find it almost everywhere. But what if I told you, this beloved comfort food was once served to royalty? Because long before tteokbokki was sold in paper cups on busy streets, it was a dish made for kings. So how did royal cuisine become everyday street food? To understand that transformation, you first need to know that the original tteokbokki looked nothing like the version we eat today. It wasn't red, it wasn't spicy, and it definitely wasn't street food. The earliest form of tteokbokki dates back to Korea's Joseon Dynasty, when it was known as Gungjung tteokbokki, or Royal Court Tteokbokki. Instead of spicy chili sauce, it was made with soy sauce, beef, vegetables, and stir-fried rice cakes. The flavor was savory and mild, closer to a refined stir-fry than the spicy street food we know today. And because ingredients like beef were expensive at the time, this dish was considered a luxury, something reserved for nobles and palace dining. So what changed? How did royal food become spicy street food? The answer lies in Korea's modernization during the 20th century. After war and economic hardship, luxury foods became less practical. Street food vendors needed meals that were cheap, filling and easy to prepare. Then around the 1950s, a vendor in Seoul reportedly began mixing rice cakes with gochujang, Korean chili paste, creating the spicy red version we know today. It was bold, affordable, and unlike anything before it. That version spread quickly, and within just a few decades, the royal dish had transformed into food for everyone. But affordability alone doesn't explain its popularity. Tteokbokki exploded because it fit perfectly into modern Korean life. It was cheap enough for students, fast enough for busy workers, and comforting enough for cold Korean evenings. Its spicy sweet flavor was addictive. Its chewy texture was instantly recognizable. And street food vendors could customize it endlessly, adding fish cakes, ramen, cheese, dumplings, or boiled eggs. At that point, tteokbokki stopped being just a snack. It became part of everyday Korean life. Today, tteokbokki is everywhere. Street stalls, convenience stores, restaurants, school cafeterias, late-night delivery apps. It's no longer just food. For many Koreans, tteokbokki represents nostalgia. It reminds them of childhood, after-school snacks, and late-night meals. It became more than a dish. It became comfort food, a cultural icon, and one of Korea's most recognizable foods worldwide. So the next time you eat tteokbokki, remember, you're not just eating street food. You're eating a dish that traveled from royal palaces to crowded street stalls to become one of Korea's most beloved foods. A meal once made for kings, now enjoyed by everyone.